What is going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Nick from Nothing But Niners. Guys, we got some breaking news coming out of Santa Clara today. John Lynch and the 49ers have extended wide receiver Marquise Goodwin to a 3-year extension worth $20.3 million with $10 million in guaranteed. I want to see what everybody's feeling about this because I personally like this move. I am super ecstatic about this move. I think that us going in-house with getting our free agents back first and foremost is definitely one of the better things to do. What's going on, Go Hard? Just want to say what's up to everybody, guys. Guys, like I said, 49ers signed Marquise Goodwin to a 3-year extension, $20.3 million with $10 million in guaranteed. What is the feelings about this, guys? What's everybody feeling? Let us know. We're going to have a piece coming out as well on nothingbutniners.com. Make sure you check that out later. But first off, let me tell everybody where we can be found. We can found Hi Sentiment Monkeys. What's going on? What's up, Dave? All right, so guys, where we can be found, obviously YouTube, Nothing But Niners. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right down there. Also, leave you can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Play, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Mike and Tony just dropped the podcast the other night. Make sure you go and check that out as well. You can check that out. Make sure you leave some good feedback on there and give us those 5 stars as well. You can check out our website, nothingbutniners.com. You can also check us out on Nothing But 9ERS on Twitter and Nothing But 9ERS on Snapchat. We're also on the IG, Nothing But Niners, and Facebook group page as well, Nothing But Niners. Guys, I have a great feeling about this signing, this 3-year extension to Marquise. I absolutely love it. Marquise played well last year when Pierre Garçon went down. So he's definitely a great receiver. I think that it does touch and is going to allow him to play better this year. Coming off of that concussion, that's the only reason. That's the only thing that worries me is the concussions that he's had in his years. But Marquise definitely proved himself and definitely got a deal worth. This deal is worth it. Yes, this did just happen. Matt Mayoko also just put out a tweet as well, stating that sources from this was first reported by Ian Rapoport, and Matt Mayoko also sent out a tweet saying that it's confirmed that Marquise Goodwin is here to stay for another 3 years. Extension worth $20.3 million with $10 million in guaranteed. I'm happy for Marquise Goodwin, and I think that this is a well-deserved contract. So we'll take some questions real quick, guys. I'm watching the chat line. If you have anything that you want asked, let's get that going, and we won't keep this too long. I just wanted to get that news out there. So Go Hard says, great role model for younger wide receivers in the locker room. We don't need young guys getting money or letting the fame get to their head and start acting up. This is a perfect match. I do agree with you, Go Hard. I think knowing the system and the way that he excelled in this, it is a great extension. Josina Anderson first reported Ian getting too much credit. All right, well, I didn't see the Josina Anderson tweet. I just saw the Ian Rapoport. So big shout out to Josina Anderson for getting that, because she gets a lot of stuff. She does not get enough credit for half of the stuff that she puts out. So definitely, Freddie, thanks for that update there. So guys, we are heading into free agency, man. Today is what, the 9th or the 8th? I'm not sure what day it is. Let's see here. So the 8th, yeah. So not too much longer, guys. Next week we'll be into the brunt of free agency, which I'm really excited. If you want to check out our latest podcast from Mike and Tony, our residential GM. You can find him at NJ9erFan499, I believe it is, on Twitter. And you can also find Mike 49ers Mike_NF as Niner fan. Check out that podcast on SoundCloud though. It's definitely not a huge contract, definitely worth it. I think that it is a team-ridden contract, helps out our team. Sergio says, do we need a tall red zone type wide receiver to complement Goodwin Garçon? I think that me personally, I think George Kittle is going to become that red zone threat that we're looking for as a tight end. I think that he will excel in that position. Do I think that we need a bigger body receiver? Yeah, I think that it would complement and help. But I think our receiving core, you got to remember, we did this last year, what Jimmy Garoppolo did in those last 5 games, spreading the ball around a lot. Spreading the ball around a lot with our receivers that we have now. Jimmy Garoppolo is a quarterback who spreads the ball. I think that's what we need in this type of offense. So, but yeah, so I'm not sure if Mike is going to be joining us or not. I think he is. Let me see if he is going to join in here real quick. Give me one quick second. And I will send it. Let's see here. Let me get this link to Mike real quick, guys. Mike's driving, so he just sent me a message, wants to join me, so I am going to send him the message really quick. All right, so let me get back to this group chat real quick. All right, so yeah, Sergio, neck injuries are hard to come back from. Get Allen Robinson or Dante Moncrief. I like Allen Robinson and I like Dante Moncrief. I think Dante Moncrief would be a great fit for this offense, as well as Allen Robinson. The type of money that he's going to want, I don't think that we are going to put that kind of money out, but I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of our guys in our group want Allen Robinson. I'm okay with a Sammy Watkins type player. I'm okay with a Dante Moncrief type guy because of the fact that Pierre Garçon is getting older. He's going to be 32, but he has excelled in this league. He has played. I don't get into all that number one stuff. I'm not a firm believer of a number one receiver. I think that if you can run routes, got good hands, and can be able to place the ball in your hands when needed, and you succeed, then I think that you're worthy enough of being a number one. A number one demands double team and stuff like that. So let's see. So let's see here. He's better than what we have. Yes, I would say that he is better. He is talented. He's younger, and I do think that he's better than what we had. But I would definitely draft a rookie wide receiver this year. And I'm also excited to see what Bourne has. Yeah, and Jimmy G hasn't played with Garcon, and that is dangerous. I like it. AJ Green, that would be a good trade too. He definitely will elevate the core, Jay Austin. I definitely agree that he will elevate the core of receivers that we have. I'm waiting on Mike to get in here so we can talk this. So everybody loves this move then, right? Everybody loves this move of Pierre Garcon. I think it's definitely a team-friendly contract, which is really good. And stuff. So see what's going on here. My computer is like frozen up or something. Where are you guys at? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, definitely a good move. Fatboy 100, what's going on? Jay Austin, what's going on? Guys, I want to thank all of our fans, all of our give out all of our appreciation to all of you guys. Also, I got a thing. I'm going to be doing a where did my mouse key go? I'm going to be putting together a video of the Faithful. It's basically going to be an Empire Faithful edition. So if you guys want, you can send us. I want a video clip of everybody in their Niner gear or pictures as well. And send that to us at nothingbutniners@gmail.com. And what I want in that video is basically telling me how you became a Faithful, how long you've been a Faithful, and why you're a Faithful. And also give a shout out to Dwight Clark. And I'm going to put all of that together, and then I will make a movie type thing out of it and get that out there for those guys to see. So if you're interested, just send us an email, nothingbutniners@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on Twitter as well. So, but guys, man, that's pretty much it. I guess Mike's not joining in. Oh, there he is right there.
Mike has been here for the last 3 minutes listening to you, man. Yo, Marquise Goodwin with the extension. That's what's up, man.
There we go. What's up, man? I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you. Finally got my power back. So
yeah, I'm still without power, bro. I'm on my phone. I'm in the dark. I'm in the cold. Hey, but we gonna muscle through this right here. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, Mike. So I didn't see you in there. I had the links down. So my fault. Guys, you guys all know who Mike is. I told you already where you can find him. 49ers Mike _NF on Twitter. You can check him out. Also check out that latest pod that Mike and Tony just dropped. Like I said, it's pretty fire. They talk about 3 free agents of our own that they would bring back, and as well as 3 free agents that they would bring in. So, Mike, what do you think about this contract, man? I think it's definitely team friendly.
It's not just team friendly, but it also says that the Niners they're not giving him that number one wide receiver money. And I know you hate that term. I know you don't like when people refer to someone as a number one or number two or whatever. But if it's 3 years, $20 million, you know what I mean? He's not breaking the bank. He's not bringing in that $14-15 million a year like your Des Bryant or your Antonio Browns or anything like that. It's a very, very modest contract of $6.6 million average a year. So he's here to play a role. And he's going to play it well. I mean, Marquise Goodwin stepped up a lot last year. We asked him to do more than what he was expected to. He came in and turned into what most would describe as a number one wide receiver. He had great hands. He was running routes, very crisp, very pristine route running. And he also could take the top off. You know, those are the things that you expect a number one wide receiver to do. You know, if we saw these things happening from the same exact player, but it had Brown written on the back of it in a Steelers jersey, we would be like, man, that guy is really, really good. So I think the Niners got a steal here. I wonder why it was such a low contract, honestly. I think Marquise Goodwin could have gotten a little bit more based off of what we saw at the end of the year. I mean, I'm assuming that maybe the rest of his resume is probably counting against him, so that's why. But hopefully he's got a lot of incentives and stuff in there. Hopefully he's able to bump up his pay a little bit more. You know, I mean, always, you know, we're going to be hoping for playoffs and stuff like that, so they're going to get those extra game checks. But Marquise Goodwin is a good guy. He became a fan favorite. He went through so much adversity last year. I'm happy to see him locked up for the next 3 years here. And, you know, another thing that probably kept his costs down is how often he was injured. So all those things get factored into it. I'm happy to see that we are retaining him. This would have been the last year in his contract because he only signed a 2-year deal. So this takes it out to a total of 5 years in because this is an extension. So this takes him to a total of 5 years here as a 49er. Year one, I would call it a success. He damn near had 1,000 yards. Couldn't get in the end zone a whole lot, but it is what it is. And we'll work on that report with Jimmy Garoppolo and get some more downfield hits off of those play action passes. And good times, man. Good time for the Niners. We're going to still continue to look for other wide receivers, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying before you came in. I thought that this was definitely a well-deserved contract. Goodwin became Jimmy Garoppolo's favorite target while he was playing. So they were definitely on the same page. And I feel that Goodwin came here as a one-hit wonder. No, everybody was like, oh, it's a Torrey Smith type receiver. He's just a downfield threat. But by the end season, he was running every route that was in the tree, basically every route tree, and being able to run it well. He was going across the middle. He's running outs. He's running digs. He's running hooks. He's running post flies and straight posts. So what I saw from Marquise Goodwin, I really, really enjoyed watching him this year play. And I think there's no more deserving guy on and off the field that deserves something like this. Whether because he's a great dude off the field as well as on. He comes to work, does his job, and I think this contract is saying something too. This could be a lot of things, man. These guys, not saying that these guys aren't looking to get paid, but they're also realize that something here is building great and is definitely helping us. I mean, it's 67 and sunny in California, so like John Lynch would say. But I think that other people right now are looking at a place to play to where a chance that they have to be able to build something to win as well as money, but just not as much as money. I think really because both these contracts now seem like they got done pretty fast with John Lynch and Parag and Jimmy and Goodwin. So maybe this is saying something. Guys want to be here, man. So guys definitely want to be here. We got next Wednesday is free agency. I'm really excited about that to see what we do in free agency. And I think we are definitely going to be aggressively prudent.
The term that a lot of people are starting to hate, aggressively prudent. But yeah, you're absolutely accurate. I saw another stat, and I don't remember exactly where Goodwin was on here or what his total catches were. But the stat was catches from 1 or fewer yards from the sideline. And on that list were players like DeAndre Hopkins. You know what I mean? These guys that you think of the toe drag swag segment that they do on Good Morning Football. So he was up there on that list in the top 5 or 6. I think he had like 7 or 8 of those receptions there, and that goes to show you that he wasn't just a downfield threat. He worked on that route running, like you said, the outs and things like that, and the slants, and he was a guy that could move the chains and get to the sideline. In order to do things like that at a consistent basis, you have to have 1, good route running, and 2, good hands. You got to come down with those things. So for him to be in the top 5 or 6 or however many it was in the NFL for all of last year doing that, that says a whole lot, especially considering those first 5 or 6 games, he wasn't asked to do that at all. You didn't see him doing a lot of that with Brian Hoyer or even C.J. Beathard for that matter. It all really stepped up later on once we got Jimmy Garoppolo in the mix. So this is a good contract, well deserved. Marquise Goodwin, and like I said, hopefully there's some incentives in there for him to get a little bit more.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta give a big quick shout out too to Kyle Shanahan for believing in this guy and seeing something that nobody else saw and being able to put him to be in the position that he's in. So Kyle Shanahan doesn't get enough credit for what he does for these. I mean, obviously it's the receiving coaches as well, but these play calls and scheming and getting guys open and putting guys in position to succeed, you can definitely see that in year one, and it's definitely going to help bring people here as well as Jimmy Garoppolo's play and receivers play.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited about the future. I can't wait for free agency. I know you were touching on that earlier. Can't wait for free agency to get started. Free agency is going to let us know what we're going to do in the draft. And if we can get the ball rolling, we can really start talking some shit as 49er fans about what we expect this team to do in the coming season. So let's get with it, man. I'm with it. Faithful, I hope y'all are excited like we are. Send those videos in that Nick was talking about. Let's get this thing going, man. We're going to sit some Dwight Clark, man. I like that.
Yeah, so guys, just let me go over that one more last time, and then we'll get out of here. So what I'm doing is basically putting a Faithful Empire video together. So what I want you to do is send me a 10 to 30-second, maybe even a minute-long video of who you are, where you're from, how you became a Faithful or part of the Empire, how long have you been a Faithful. Give a huge shout-out to Dwight Clark so we can get that to him as well. And I'm going to put all that together, and then you can send pictures as well, your family or stuff like that. I'll merge everything together. We'll put that all together, and then we'll put that out there for Dwight Clark as well as a Nothing But Niners Empire Faithful video, and we'll get that out there. So you can send that to us at nothingbutniners@gmail.com. Once I get all that stuff being sent in, I'll get that all stuff together, and I will be posting that on our YouTube page as well as our Twitter page, Facebook page, all our social media. You can check it out there. So where to find us, nothingbutniners.com. Make sure you check out all our articles, great articles over there. Instagram, Nothing But Niners. Facebook, Nothing But Niners. Snapchat and Twitter, Nothing But 9ERS, as well as Talk 49ers with Nothing But Niners, parentheses NBN, on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Play. We're everywhere, guys. And Mike, you got anything else?
Yeah, one more thing. This 3-year extension also says that he's going to be used as a transition player. I'm not sure Garcon is going to be here in another 3 years, but that says that they plan on keeping him for those. Well, I'm saying 3 years, but it's 4 years because of the 1 year this year and then 3 years after that. I'm not sure Garcon is going to be, and it's not a knock on Garcon's play or anything like that. It's more about his age than it is his play and his production. And I know the size of the contract that he signed, but I think that the Niners want Marquise Goodwin here to carry the torch and keep things going for the next crop of wide receivers. So
I saw what you did there, carry the torch, Mr. Olympian. Okay, I see that.
I'm glad you caught that. All right.
I got you. All right, Faithful. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us. Glad to bring you this breaking news. We will be coming on anytime there is any breaking news that we hear it. We will be on. We will bring that to you as fast as possible. Thanks for joining, as always, and above all else, stay faithful. We out.